Morning, y'all. Pinball here. Today I want to do a different video. I just can't deal with the political one. It seems like every channel's got political stuff going on, and I need one to get us off the political stuff, okay? Though this video may be something that you might want after watching all the political videos. So what I want to start with here today is how to make something out of your prepper stuff that, or maybe it's not, but it should be, that you're probably going to want to have in any sort of SHTF situation. Not only for yourself, but for a great barter item too. What we're going to do today, I'm going to show you how to make homemade wine, okay? Real simple here. This is not difficult at all. Anybody can do it, but I do want to put one disclaimer on it. Nobody under the age of 21 should do this or should drink this because, yes, it will be alcoholic. Okay, so now that we got the legal stuff out of the way, let's get into what we're doing here. We are going to make a half a gallon of red wine for about $4, and it tastes a hell of a lot better than any of the $10 bottles of wine you're going to buy at the store. Okay. So this is what we're going to start with. You need a bottle of grape juice. The big catch is it has to be 100% juice. Okay. Do not buy juice cocktail or anything like that. It has to be 100% juice. So I'll show you how to do this. Real difficult here. So, get out your pen and paper because you might want to write down this recipe. First thing I'm going to do is I'm going to pour out about 16 ounces of this juice. Okay, thereabouts, close enough. Okay. So, hence, this is what I'm left with, my nice plastic bottle of grape juice. I am then going to take 1.5 cups of white sugar. Use a funnel, it's a lot easier. Covers my face, but hey, what the hell. And we're going to pour in 1.5 cups of white sugar. And we'll let it all come out here slowly. There's got to be a lump in it, probably. There we go. All right. And poof, that's it for the white sugar. Okay. Next thing we're going to do is find the right measuring spoon here. Here it is. We're going to take 1/2 teaspoon of yeast. It does not have to be winemaker's yeast or anything like this. I've just got some regular old rapid rise instant yeast here, and I'm going to put in 1/2 teaspoon of yeast. That's it. There's your recipe. Okay, we're going to close the bottle and we're going to shake it up real well to the point that all the sugar's dissolved and all the yeast is mixed in. Get it all nice and shaken up. All right. So, there's my bottle of wine. It's not ready. Okay, if it was that easy, it'd be real simple. The wine business would be out of business. What you're going to do with this now is you're going to unscrew it all the way, all right? And then ever so slightly put it on just so it's enough to grab. There we go. You want to leave it real loose, okay? To the point where if you shake the bottle, can you see the bottle top moving? You want to do that because the whole point here is to keep the bugs out, all right? You've all had bananas on your kitchen counter or whatever, and you'll have the little like fruit flies or whatever that are flying around there. Obviously, the same thing here. It's the smell of fruit and sugar and everything like that, so you're going to get that. Keep the bugs out with the cap. The other reason for leaving it loose, again, as it moves, okay, is because as the yeast eats all that sugar, it's going to give off gas, and you need to have somehow for that gas to escape. If you tighten this whole thing down, that bottle is going to expand to the point where it's going to go pop, and you're going to have grape juice / wine all over the place. Okay, so leave it on loose. What do we do with it after this point? Put it in a kitchen cabinet, somewhere that's dark, warm. Don't put it out in the garage in the winter or something like that. It will freeze. Okay, but put it out in the kitchen cabinet, above your refrigerator, somewhere you don't go, because you're not going to disturb it. Okay, you're not going to ever shake it again after what we just shook it up. You're going to leave it sit 3 or 4 weeks. Just let it sit, be alone, do its own thing, nothing. Okay, you'll know it's done when all those bubbles on the top are completely gone, and it just is flat. It just looks like, flat beer or something like that. No bubbles whatsoever, just completely flat. Looks like a cup of coffee. That would be a good way to do it, where there's not a single bubble in it. It's just completely flat. So then what you can do after this, you can drink it right then and there. It's a good sweet wine. Or like I like to do, I'll make a large batch of this, and then I store it up in mason jars and put it in my prepper pantry. Okay, and obviously as it gets older and older and older and older and older, it just gets better and better and better and better. So turns out to be a good wine. Not, it's not some 72 Rothschild or whatever these crazy things are, but if better than Boone's Farm. But I'd say you compare it to maybe a Gallo, or what are some of the other ones out there, a Barefoot, something like that. It's going to be along that quality of wine. Okay. Everybody asks when I make this, it's like, what's the alcohol content in here? This will come up somewhere around 16-18% alcohol. The stuff you buy in the store is usually about 10% alcohol. So this will be stronger than what you buy in the store. Okay. So, all right, if the idea is to shake off a little bit of Trump-Biden cobwebs and forget about everything for a little bit, yeah, you can do it with this pretty easily. But it's really simple. Like I said, great to have for yourself, but in an SHTF, great barter item. You could make it now, stick it in your pantry, and it'll still be fine in 10 years. It'll be better in 10 years, okay? You can also do it with any kind of 100% juice. Stay away from orange juice. Orange juice doesn't make a good wine, but any, I guess the only way I'd say is like that non-thick juice, okay? Apple juice works well. You can make a good apple wine out of it. Those are the only two I've tried, is grape and apple. But I guess if you could find 100% cranberry juice, you could probably make a cranberry wine out of it. But nothing, the peaches and the pears and stuff like that, that's too thick. That's not going to work. You need that liquidy water consistency type juice. Works well. But wanted to give you something like this. It's a real good idea, just for something. Just don't fill the bottle anymore after you took the juice out. Drink the rest of the juice for breakfast or something, because you need somewhere for that gas to go. You don't want it to explode. But it's a good way to put something back as a prepper type idea, as opposed to going out and you hear people saying, oh yeah, stock alcohol, go out and buy airplane bottles of Jack Daniels or whatever. Yeah, you go broke doing that, okay? I don't know what an airplane bottle of Jack costs anymore, but I got to think it's probably $4 or something like that for, little tiny bottle, okay? Well, it's $4 for this whole thing. And, you could probably split that up into pint jars or whatever it is and make some decent barter out of it. So, especially if there aren't any liquor stores around anytime soon, you'd have it. But, so maybe go out, next time you're at the store, pick yourself up a couple of bottles of grape juice or a couple of bottles of apple juice and make some homemade wine. Just an idea for y'all. That's what I got today. Have a good one, y'all. Pinball out. And I can't reach.